Welcome to Technia TV. I am Dr. Sandeep Kumar. Today, I am delivering lecture on criteria for selecting a sampling procedure. In sampling analysis, the selection of a specific sampling procedure involves two costs. First one, the cost of data collection, and the second one, the cost of drawing incorrect inference from the selected data. There are two causes of incorrect inferences, namely systematic bias and sampling error. Systematic bias arises out of errors in the sampling procedures. They cannot be reduced or eliminated by increasing the sample size. At most, the causes of these errors can be identified and corrected. Generally, a systematic bias arises out of one or more of the following factors. First one, inappropriate sampling frame or source list. Second one, defecting measuring scale and technique. Third one, non-respondents. Fourth one, indeterminacy principle. And the last one, that is the natural bias in the reporting of data. Now I am defining the essential characteristics of a good sample design. In order to reach a clear conclusion, the sampling should possess the following essential. The first one, truly representative. The sample selected should possess the similar characteristics of the original populations from which it has been derived. The second one is homogeneity. Selected samples from the population should have similar nature and should not have any differences with respect to the population from which it has been derived. The third term is adequate samples. In order to have a more reliable and representative results, a good number of elements or units are to be included in the sample. The next one is a small sampling error. Sample design must be such which results in a small sampling error. There is another term, that is viability. Sample design must be viable in context of resources available for the research study. There is another term, that is the control bias. Sample design must be such so that systematic bias can be controlled in a better way. There is also term, that is optimizations. All effort should be made to get maximum results both in terms of cost as well as efficiency. If the size of the sample is larger, there is better efficiency, and at the same time the cost is more. A proper size of a sample is maintained in order to have optimized results in terms of cost and efficiency. We have to define about the generalizations of the results of sample study. Samples should be such that results of the sample study can be applied in general for the universe with a reasonable level of confidence. There is one term, that is sampling distribution. Sampling distribution is defined as the distribution of the population of values of a sample statistics like mean, sample proportion or variances. These values are generated by drawing multiple random samples from the same population and working out sample statistics for all. If we take certain number of samples and for each sample compute various statistical measures such as mean, standard deviation, etc., then we can find that each sample may give its own value for the statistics under consideration. All such values of a particular statistics, say mean, together with their relative frequencies will constitute the sampling distribution of the particular statistics, say mean. Accordingly, we can have sampling distribution of mean or the sampling distribution of standard deviations or the sampling distribution of any other statistical measures. It may be noted that the Each item in a sampling distribution is a particular statistics of a sample. The sampling distribution tends quite closer to the normal distribution if the number of sample is large. The significance of sampling distribution follows from the fact that the mean of a sampling distribution is the same as the mean of variance. Thus, the mean of the sampling distribution can be taken as a mean of the universe. Thanks a lot. It is my culmination of this lecture on criteria for selecting a sampling procedures and also sampling distributions. Thanks a lot for watching Technia TV. Watch more video on research methodology.